Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today's channel talk time. If you haven't already, but do follow my channel, please subscribe. Where's the subscription button? There, somewhere there. Because it helps the channel grow and it helps sustain the channel. So, and if you have already subscribed but haven't pushed the notification bell button, please do so, because otherwise YouTube might not notify you when the new videos come out. Thanks for your consideration. Moving to the topic at hand, which is your comments. So grab something to drink and let's chill in the bunker salotto, which is like a little, take your chaise lounge, chill, and let's get to it. PC, how you doing, sweetie? PC on the Gianni Versace video. Wow, super Dacob. I have been pronouncing this brand incorrectly. Thank you so much. P.S. You have really encouraged me to purchase luxury goods, pre-loved, and I am having so much fun. It's a real treasure hunt. Your channel is so much fun. Thank you so much, sweetie. I don't know. How are you pronouncing it? Versace? Versace? I think Versace probably, no? Well, it's Versace. And good, now we all know. It's Gianni Versace. Where is the next commento? We lost the commento. There was one on a fragrance. Oh well, I'll find it later. Lindsay A. How you doing, sweetie? On Chanel Sycamore Secret ingredient revealed. I love the Sycamore fragrance. Smells so good. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I love how it smells too. It's just freaking insane. Liz Seville. Hi, how you doing, Liz? Chanel is Exclusifs at Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum. What's better? Question. How does the extract, the pure parfum of Cuir de Russie perform in your view? It stays close to the skin. We're talking like this bottle size here, 15 ml pure parfum. This is number 5, but Cuir de Russie is the same size. It stays close to the skin. However, it's deeper, it's richer, there's more hay, smoke, leather in there. Everything is more enhanced. It's still crystalline and it cuts you, but it stays closer to the skin. It doesn't like explode. It's not all over the place. And it doesn't have this, crazy sillage. But longevity, I get good 6 to 8 hours out of it, if I dose it not sparingly. But it's the quality of the fragrance that is so much more intense than the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette is also amazing. It also lasts a long time. But this one stays more, it's like more top note heavy. They persist longer as juxtaposed to the Eau de Toilette. So you get more of the smokiness longer in the fragrance. Yes. Michael Madsen, how you doing, Michael? On my Chanel Eau de Toilette number 5 review, that unisex, that genderless. Moving on. I was shady, no? No, it's, I always say it, guys, fragrances don't have genders. If you like how it smells to your nose and how it smells on your skin to your nose, then that's your fragrance. It's as simple as that. There is no gender. Sam H.A. How you doing, Sam, sweetie? Hey, Dacob. I also been binging on tuna mayo topped with caramelized onions, avocado, and toasted pine nuts. Oof, that sounds delish. Sycamore definitely delivers an array of foresty impressions, cypress, pine cones, wet moss, tree bark, so amazing. I've tried Eau de Parfum formula and it's really lost that wild, untamed feel. It's like 50% good old sycamore and 50% subtle, crowd-pleasing, clean sandalwood woods musk shell. Honestly, I bought Encre Noire as a replacement for the Eau de Toilette. It is closer in spirit than the own Chanel Eau de Parfum. It delivers that wet soil, vetiver, and cypress, albeit missing some accents in the dry down. But seriously, as long as Chanel is selling the Sycamore wannabe Eau de Parfum, I'll get Encre Noire. Let me tell you something else, guys. It's been discontinued, but I've smelled a couple of years ago an incredible, just like Sycamore, really, Cartier version of a vetiver. I forgot, it's elusive, I forget the name, but I like smelled it. It was actually on one of those racks like being discontinued. It was also reduced, and stupid me didn't buy it back then. And I smelled it and I was like, this is Sycamore. I didn't smell it on the skin though. I just smelled it out of the bottle. So I don't know how it would develop on the skin. But if anybody knows which one it was, it really smells like, it's from Cartier. It was one of those like limited edition things, I suppose. Vetiver something. Go figure. Nick Solan or Solan. How you doing, sweetie? Nick and I are huge fans of Twin Peaks, so. On Chanel Sycamore Secret Ingredient, you say, please go online and check Carol Ann McGowan, spelled McGowan, and her version of Under the Sycamore Trees. Just beautiful. I love this scent. Amazing. Now, I have checked the song out. I've checked her out and the song. Incredible. I literally got goosebumps from the first note. And if I had the rights to play the song here for you guys, I would, but I don't. So I ain't gonna. Just Google her. I just Googled her name and the song and it popped up immediately on SoundCloud. Amazing. Loving her rendition of the song. Loving it. Like, literally loving it. Blue Horse, Yellow Cow. How you doing, sweetie? Also on the Eau de Toilettes versus Eau de Parfums, Chanel, Les Exclusifs. Absolutely agree, Dacob. The Eau de Parfums are a mess. I have written to Chanel twice, once the week they were released, and once recently I received the same generic and non-specific response each time. And that's what we're going to keep on getting as response. That don't matter though. Don't get discouraged by their generic response. They're not going to write customized answer to all of us. Of course they're not. They just have these like pre-written things that they just poop out as answers. But it's the mass, it's the quantity of complaints that come in that make a difference. And most of all, it's the quantity of people that do not give their money to them that make the biggest difference, because money talks in this industry and this business. You know, Druin Johnny, how you doing, sweetie? Also on the Eau de Parfums versus Eau de Toilettes, Pure Parfum, yes, yes, I also say yes, Pure Parfums any day, any day. Susie Q, how you doing, sweetie? Also on the Les Exclusifs Eau de Toilettes versus Eau de Parfums, you say they are expensive. You should see what we have to pay here in Brazil. 200 milliliter bottles costs today $563 per bottle. Jaw dropping. Not dollars, euro. Oh my God, that's even more in dollars. That's like $600. Are you kidding me? Fuck. That's... And then Black Lily, how you doing, sweetie? Answer to that. Like, that's right. Brazilian prices just went to hell. I'm in Argentina and got Misia today, Eau de Toilette, because in Brazil, it's no longer an option. But guys, like, just to like clear this up, is this the Chanel? Like, is this what you pay for a 200 milliliter bottle of the Eau de Parfum in Brazil at a Chanel counter? Or is this like somebody reselling them? Or is this like the official Chanel price in Brazil at their counters? That's insane. That's insane. Oh my God. That's like more than 2 bottles in America or in Europe. It's like 2 bottles plus a bit more milliliters for that price. So sorry, guys. So sorry to hear that. Oof. Tonis Goy. How you doing, sweetie? On the, again, Eau de Toilettes versus Eau de Parfums. Being that Boy was not released as an Eau de Toilette, how do you feel about that fragrance? I wish it existed as an Eau de Toilette. Well, I made a review. You could check the review out of Boy. It's messy in the dry down. just like all the other eau de parfums. Perhaps it would have been better as an eau de toilette, but all in all, I think Boy does not fit within the range of the Les Exclusifs fragrances. It doesn't have that sensitivity and sensibility. It's a bit vulgar. I mean, it's a good scent in itself, you know? I don't really mind it. But it's vulgar compared to the other Les Exclusifs. It just doesn't fit in. It's another brand. It's something else, you know? Why am I'm shrinking. I'm getting smaller and smaller. Okay, whatever. So yeah, Boy, meh, I wouldn't repurchase it. You know, I purchased it before even smelling it because a friend of mine was in Chanel Paris the day it was launched and picked it up. And so it was a blind purchase. And it's okay. I used up like this much of the 75 ml bottle in like a year. So Yellow Jacket, how you doing, sweetie? On the Alexander McQueen Parfum review, have you ever heard of Serge Lutens parfums? I've seen them in this concept store near me and was wondering if you knew them or anything about them. Yes, I do know them. I have used them in the past. I used a couple because I had like this really this perfumery closed, but it was a perfumery I was going to quite a bit back in 2010. And they had a lot of Serge Lutens fragrances. I mean, I would buy like Lorenzo Villoresi, and then they would give me shitloads of samples. And I had a lot of Serge Lutens samples of fragrances, really big ones. And they would even sometimes like spray them into a bigger decant and stuff like that for me. It's just not for me, you know. I'm literally this, as snobby and arrogant as this sounds, like you train your nose, you know. And after you get hooked on Les Exclusifs, and after you've smelled and understood them for a long period of time, protruded period of time, the Pure Parfums and Eau de Toilettes, and after you have, you know, experienced all of the Hermescence range and some of the Dior Privé line, there's no going back. Like, as interesting as Serge Lutens fragrances are, they don't cut it for me. They don't warrant a purchase for me, in my opinion. You know, from time to time, if I get a sample, I might use it, test it, sniff it, but I don't crave it. I don't long for it, you know? And some people do, and I totally understand why. Quality is great in some cases, but it's just not me, you know? Cynthia Carney, how you doing, sweetie? Can't wait for your Chanel Fall Winter 17-18 fashion review. I will get the Pure Perfume, a great alternative to the Eau de Parfums of the Les Exclusifs. Yes, great alternative. Thanks, Cynthia. I'm still thinking whether or not to do the review because, I mean, it's like over 100 looks. And I don't want to do just like a selection of looks, and I don't want to make like a 50-minute video, you know what I mean? Because I've been checking the numbers. It's not, you know, it's not like the other ones were doing that well. My other like full fashion show reviews. It's not like they get a lot of views. So I think it would scare people. You know how people are. Like I personally think it's gonna scare people off if it's like if the video is like 40 minutes long and it says like, I don't know, full Chanel fashion show review or review with me, full Chanel fashion show, or Chanel all the looks fall winter 17 review. And then like you read like 45, 50-minute video, you know, that scares people off. And I'm noticing that because like the Balenciaga review was like around 38 minutes. It didn't do that well performance-wise. So I'm, you know, thinking maybe not to do it. Because you guys are not watching, so why do it if you guys aren't watching? Ray, the fragrance engineer, Martin. How you doing, sweetie? On the Chanel Exclusifs, again, Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum. This is the look of the season for my opening ceremony for Adidas and Blonde Butter hair. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yes, that is a special sweater. It's a couple of years old, 2013-ish is the period. Yeah, I actually never wore that one. I just like found it in the fashion market, still had its tag on. But yeah, the weather was right, the mood was right, the colors were right. Thank you so much. It's all right. Oh yeah. From Instagram, one of my followers wrote me that like she was super excited that Sycamore Eau de Toilette Splash is coming in April. I never heard that story. And they're like four coming, like Coromandel, Beige, 1932, and Sycamore coming in splash form. Does anybody else know about this? Please let me know, because on the Chanel website there's no news. My essay doesn't know a thing about it. And Splash, what? Eau de Parfum Splash? What size is it gonna have? I'm like super curious to know, because this is interesting news. Of course, if it's Eau de Parfum, we don't care, but interesting that they're doing a Splash version of some of the Les Exclusifs. That would be an interesting addition. So they are adding new products, but they're discontinuing concentrations. Again, super stupid move if indeed that is the case, and if that indeed is what they are doing. But let me know. I mean, if this is really the case, I'm super interested, you know. B. Rachel, how you doing, B, sweetie? I'm heartbroken. Jersey, the fragrance, is my favorite scent ever, and the Eau de Parfum sucks. You see, guys, all of you, it's not just me saying, oh my God, don't get the Eau de Parfums. All of y'all have been having the same experience as me. We have proof. The proof is in the pudding. If everybody's saying the same stuff I'm saying, it means that there's really some truth to it, guys. So, the Eau de Parfum sucks. Have searched, none to be found in eau de toilette form. After my shitty experience yesterday, I messaged you on Instagram. I'm done with Chanel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a difficult one. So, but, no worries, B. And actually, I wrote you back that you can get the Pure Parfum of Jersey. I have the Pure Parfum of Jersey. Miraculous fragrance, heavenly, heavenly, the most purest of lavenders. It's the only fragrance that has that sort of naturally smelling lavender. I am in the fields of Grasse, or I am in the Mediterranean fields in the evening. The sun is setting in summer. I hear the crickets in the background. My skin is still wet and salty from the water, you know, because I've been swimming all day, and I'm walking towards home, going to get ready to prepare pasta, and I'm smelling the fields of lavender surrounding me and listening to those crickets. Oh, my soul aches to relive a situation like that. And also what I'm kind of aching for is this kind of memory and vision, and I'm going to end it on that note. The first love, which is not love. It's the first fling. It's the first summer love. You know how they are. I've had one of those when I was 18. And I crave that everything is hot around you and the sounds are different because you have the waves of the ocean or of the sea. You have the smell of the salty. You have the heat. You have those crickets. And I keep hearing those crickets, you know. And then you have that person that it just clicks. And you look at each other and you start courting each other. There's flirtation going on, and it becomes, of course, it becomes sexual at a certain point. But everything is so right in summer. You know those summer loves? I was just watching an episode of Girls of the last season, season 6. Hannah is in the Hamptons or somewhere, and she kind of has a fling with the surf instructor. I mean, the way she wrote the story and everything, it's irrelevant. You could like it or not like it, but it really catapulted me because the camera, the photography in that episode, they captured the right light, the right sounds, the right mood, and I was really catapulted back in time. Being 18 on the seashore, it's empty, all of these rocks and stones and this water and the waves, and it was so sexual and so emotional and so intense, and it lasted 1.5 days, and then it was over. Of course, it had to happen the last 2 days I was there that I had to leave. Holidays were over, but it's that like holiday dream and vision. And when and it can only really, I believe, happen when you are so young, because you're still so full of hope and you're unspoiled in a way, and you have this naive, pure vision, unrotten vision of romance. It's so pure. I long that purity. I think I long that innocence, because girl ain't innocent, you know what I mean? So, and there you have it. Whenever I smell Jersey, that is in reality why I love it, I think, so much. Because whenever I smell it, I get a little bit of that innocence back, you know? I get just a little hint of that pure, innocent infatuation and emotions for another human being. I get that back a little bit. Jacques Paul managed to condense that for me in the pure parfum of Jersey. And you see, that's the power of fragrances. When the right perfume is on your skin, it's almost like having the right person in your life that loves you and cares for you and makes you feel safe. It definitely triggers memory patterns and emotions that just like take you away, and you are so happy, purely happy, even if only for a couple of instances, as long as that fragrance lingers on your skin, you know. But you could always refresh it because you have some more. Oh, so guys, thank you so much for, like, I don't know, well, I'm here, I'm monologuing actually. So Dacob, thank you. Well, thank you guys for like being there so that I keep on making these videos. So of course it's also thanks to you, but I'm so happy that I had this talk. I feel so good now. Oh. As Blanche Devereaux would say, I think I'm gonna go and enjoy it a little bit longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So, enjoy the sun, guys, and never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.